if Foodie Beauty agrees, I would totally engage in a fist fight with her.
Hello and welcome back to Are You Serious? I think Chantal might have found the key to reigniting her channel.
Music Biz Marty incoming. Ew, don't talk about that guy. I hate that guy. I fell down a rabbit hole with this Cyraxx guy. Ugh, the people who antagonize him are worse than him. I don't care what anyone says. So pathetic. Yeah, Cyraxx is a mess, but he's antagonized a lot. People, he's got issues. He's autistic. He's highly mentally unstable. People are disgusting. They make content out of, oh my god, guys, did you see the rage? He got arrested. They call the cops on him. They're pieces of crap. I don't understand that culture of, oh, lol cow. I hate that stuff. Don't even get me started. So pathetic. To get entertainment out of antagonizing someone with mental illness and just don't even get me started on that. I don't know how people live with themselves doing that. His family people have a right to be on the internet. Why shouldn't he be on the internet? Why should he not be allowed on the internet? And then I saw that this Biz Marty guy went and moved across the street from him. What intention do you have by doing that? To antagonize him, to come at you, and then he punches him out, and they all have a good laugh at that. The cops do shit about it, do nothing about it. And then whenever they go to his house and Cyraxx attacks somebody because he's been pushed too far and he attacks them back, he gets charged. Everything about that situation is messed up. I don't even want to go down that, but I went down a rabbit hole on that, and that's my opinion about it. I can't stand people who bully people day in and day out, and that's all those people, Kiwi farmer people, do. They take people who are autistic, turn them into lol cows, push them too far, make entertainment out of it, and it's beyond disgusting. That's all I have to say.
Oh, I wasn't going to look into this. It sounds like there's so much lore behind it that you could never really learn it all or get caught up with it. So I was like, all right, she's so bored sitting at home. She probably got bored scrolling through TikTok, and she just started looking up, this Cyraxx guy. I learned a little bit, and I was like, whoa, there's something really wrong here with this person, right? And I found he has a whole wiki on himself, like a lolcow wiki, and it's very, 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 very long. I read some of it and I skimmed the rest because it was so long. I'll show you. We'll scroll through it. So there's a lot of history there with this guy. And so she's here. You can hear her, defending him.
I think on his own property, Sweet Vintage. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you come to my house and you have been antagonizing me and bullying me, I would do exactly what he did. Exactly. It's really too bad that he's not really, I don't want to say bright enough. Hi, Chris. To really, really get at them, legally, but I'm sorry. If you don't fight back, they stop. Yeah, he needs to not engage too. He needs to just completely, I think people would be so what if he just did his stuff and ignored everybody, no matter what they do to him, honestly, that's what I'm doing. I'm just work behind the scenes, that stuff.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's silent and deadly. Yep. Working behind the scenes. Yeah. Yep, work in silence, very secretive. Yeah. Yep, it's working.
I've learned that the hard way because they use everything you say in retaliation and do as content. It's a whole thing.
And here we go. So this is important because she's being told this as she's defending this guy. And really, it just falls into her, she probably just relates to this guy because she feels that he's being falsely attacked, how she feels that she is and whatever. So Brandon, aka Young Beezy, says, well, if someone sexually assaults a blind child and uses the internet to elicit underage people, that's sort of an issue, right?
Nobody's deserving of being bullied at all, Shinobi, and they make reasons. They make reasons out of like dumb things. Like, you know, like they'll invade his one woman, like they tricked him into thinking he was dating this woman, and then he sent her nudes and she showed them to everybody and they were all laughing at him. How is that legal? How is that okay? Like, and they're not bigger pieces of you know what than him. Okay, Brandon, but that's not up to you to, so what, you keep antagonizing him and bullying him and bullying him? You don't even have proof that happened. How do you have proof that even happened? And even then, so what? Let the law deal with it. Why do you have to go and keep antagonizing him so it makes it okay to show up at his house and assault him back? No, it doesn't. So, sorry.
Assault him back.
It's hard for people on the spectrum to ignore things normally. Yeah, he's a very, very, very mentally disturbed person. And they target people like that. Yeah, it is messed up. It's disgusting. For sure. Ugh. I'm just gonna block these people. Morons. Bullying does not at all, exactly. Whatever. Bye. Okay, guys. Well, on that.
So, of course, we can't see those people that she blocked. So I don't know if they were people who were calling her out for defending this PDF file. And, you know, unfortunately, that terminology I have to use so that my video doesn't get demonetized. I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. But at this point in my YouTube career on this channel, I'm at a very small channel. And, you know, I don't get a couple thousand people in my live streams on a daily basis throwing super chats at me. So I have to, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into my videos. So I want to receive what little AdSense that I can. So I need to make sure that my videos are monetized. So I know it's annoying to say the alternate words. I think it is too. I think it's extremely stupid. You should be able to call it out for what it is. But I play by their rules, unfortunately. And then this morning we have Budget Beauty Haul Bees, which I had started reacting to, and I commented a little bit on this Cyraxx thing, and I really hadn't looked into it at that point. So let's just hear what she has to. She addresses it immediately because she's already getting a lot of flack for it, rightly so.
I look cute. Thank you, Fluff Fluff. Monster cat gun. Defend any. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let me talk about that briefly, about the whole like Cyraxx thing. So I just thought that like people were just making fun of him because of like how he looks, because he's autistic.
Okay, so per usual, Chantal doesn't bother to look into anything before spouting off about anything, really. So she went all in, and I have heard of this creator before, but, you know, I'm not interested in, I don't know, it just didn't draw me in to like actually look into it further, but I knew that this person was extremely problematic and that there were some allegations, and I don't even know, maybe conviction of this weirdo person, you know, involving children. So, you know, that's not a topic I would choose to delve into anyway. It's like, okay, that's not even a person I would watch, judging from the content. And if they're doing that, that's even more reason not to watch. But it seems that Chantal kind of took up for this person because she saw that they were being, quote unquote, bullied. And, you know, she's a bullying victim herself. So she came, you know, to his defense. And pretty much seemed to defend adults and children together. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's really that simple. And of course, she had no background whatsoever on this person. You know, just saw that he seemed to be, you know, I don't know what the guy's issue is. If he's, you know, I don't know what the guy, I've never even heard this person speak. I've seen like lots of videos made about him. And she saw an underdog like she sees herself as the underdog. So she came to his defense. And, apparently this guy has quite a history. Very, very problematic, very immoral, very predatory, the whole nine, like all of it. Thankfully, people were calling her out on it. It's just the usual, not looking into anything and just mouthing off.
Blah, blah, blah. So then I came across a video of him, like, talking to a younger woman, like 14. It was like a decoy.
Someone who's 14 years old is not a younger woman. It's not a woman. It's a child, Chantal. 14-year-old person is a child. That language alone is problematic.
Thank goodness it was just a decoy. And then I was immediately grossed out. So, yeah.
So this is this guy, Cyraxx, okay? Apparently his name is Chance Wilkins. This is like a fandom wiki. So here's who this guy is, okay? Born... Oh, he has a different name altogether. Okay. Okay, that's not even his name. Born May 24th, 1990. So makes him 33. Also known as Cyraxx, DJ Shadow Blade, Cyraxx with PSY, DJ Otaku, and way too many other online aliases, and is an infamous online lolcow who has gained both notoriety and infamy for his freakouts and escapades. So there's a very, very, very long history. Very long history. So I really read like the beginning, and then I just, it's when you don't know who all of these like side characters are, it gets confusing. So he was born in Alaska. He faced numerous health complications from the beginning, including being born with one kidney, an underdeveloped lung, and scoliosis due to Connie drinking when she was pregnant with him, which also gave him fetal alcohol syndrome. So shortly after his birth, his father was incarcerated for SAing a girl on a bike path. So Cyraxx moved in with his grandmother and relocated to Ohio because Alaskan authorities removed him from his mother's custody. The grandmother changed his name. When Cyraxx turned 17, his mother passed away from a house fire. So here's like one of the main issues. On February 14th, 2012, an incident occurred involving Cyraxx and his grandmother after she told him that he could not walk from Ohio to Kansas to live with someone who turned out to be a catfish. He attacked her by choking and punching her in the back. Ed intervened. I don't know who Ed is. And Cyraxx fled the scene before being apprehended, and the grandmother chose not to press charges. So it says that he was mildly bullied, and saying that he had intellectual disabilities and being mildly bullied for his appearance, but he appeared so intellectually behind that his teachers graded him based off of drawings he did rather than actual schoolwork. That doesn't really sound legit. At a significant point, Cyraxx threw himself off of a second-story balcony from the building. Doesn't say from what building. When dared to, and cracked his head open. After recovering, he filed a false police report claiming he was actually pushed. But thanks to the fall, Cyraxx now believed that he was suddenly endowed with creative superpowers, with newfound passion for art, game development, and filmmaking, alongside his already entrenched passion for music. So, he was never given any special education, which actually challenges the notion that he is intellectually disabled. Never took any special ed classes in school. Contrary to most people's opinion, Cyraxx was not heavily bullied in high school. He was picked on, but had multiple friends and was typically sheltered by them. Then it goes into this like music career, and I guess the actual juggalos are involved in this somehow. Cyraxx's entry into the juggalo community. I mean, you would not believe how deep this stuff goes. It goes on and on and on. And the Juggalo community was the first community of people he has pissed off. He made videos claiming he was an officially recognized Juggalo and signed onto the Jugganati record label, while simultaneously complaining about their lifestyle and actions.
That can't be defined or explained. The FBI had to label it a gang because they didn't know how to with it. We don't sell drugs, we don't claim neighborhoods, we don't make gang moves. Right. There's no organization, but they didn't know how to with it. They don't know what to say about it. So they have to say, well, it must be something bad. It's got to be a gang, you know. We're proud of how we got here.
And we just made a pact back in the day, no with like heroin, cocaine, nothing. I mean, I never did none of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And to this day, we still do that.
We made those pacts to stay away from that when we were kids, man, and we stuck to it, you know what I mean? It never even became an issue.
But a lot of people are like, after a show, oh, you guys don't party like that? Like, nah, we're kind of, you know what I'm saying? We do our thing.
Let me tell you why.
You
Why you need to wear a condom, you know? Let me tell you why, you don't need to pick on that kid,
Right.
At school. Let me tell you why you called somebody a racial slur.
Don't ride.
I will stick my foot all the way to my hip into your you know what I'm saying? So these are the things I'm looking forward to teaching my children, you know what I mean?
Right.
An actual Juggalo confronted him and challenged his knowledge. Juggalo quizzed him about the ICP, the Insane Clown Posse, for the uninitiated. I don't even know how I know that, but I do. Where Cyraxx knew absolutely nothing. He also insulted the Juggalos and ICP in the call and used racial slurs, which pissed off the Juggalo community even more. Eve so badly, in fact, that a Juggalo known as Juggalo John went to his house to fight him. And this is separate from what Chantal was just talking about. Cyraxx was away with Heather at the time. This guy he has girlfriends and stuff. He eventually left the Juggalo community before he actually got beat up, which was greatly appreciated by the Juggalos. Okay. There's somebody named Eric involved in here. I mean, this goes back 10 years. Left the internet for a little while. I mean, it's like total lolcow type of nonsense. All of it is. All of it. Record label shenanigans. He has no talent. Okay, so here's what Chantal was just talking about, beginning trolling. So I guess this guy, Biz Marty, was introduced to Cyraxx by his friend, the boy Blue 1982, who was at first just a spectator in the Cyraxx saga, but eventually Marty started to decide he decided to start trolling. So Marty is he has a YouTube channel, and that's where we're leading to. So Marty, noticing Cyraxx's desperation to be signed onto a record label, created 2 record labels, Ram Ranch Records and Bender Boys Records, as well as his YouTube channel, Music Biz Marty, to legitimize the records to Cyraxx. In November 2018, it's 5 years ago, Marty's false record labels began vying for Cyraxx's attention, inflating Cyraxx's false ego and making him think he was an excellent musician. It was the Bender Boys label that ultimately succeeded in signing Cyraxx, which was short-lived as the label decided to part ways with him due to the underwhelming performance of his music. This led to Cyraxx creating additional videos in response where he cursed out the Bender Boys and expressed his dismay for his fake contract now being sold to Ram Ranch Records. Oh, wow. Okay, and so apparently this woman, Candle Smith, they met in an online chat room. Cyraxx developed a romantic interest in her. However, their relationship took a negative turn due to Cyraxx making unwanted advances. Candle eventually made a video exposing Cyraxx as a PDF file and warned others to stay away from him, being one of the first to notice this. She also shared her personal story detailing her attempts to stop Cyraxx from harassing her. So just look at this. It goes on and on. That's his brother, I guess, who passed away. he's had all these wars with all of these other, these other people. The Caitlyn saga, Drift King prequel, Attic Goblin. I guess he also goes by Goblin. Rax at War. Cyraxx then declared war on the trolls. Usually this means he'd just whine about the trolls. It's like Foodie Beauty and the reaction channels on his soon-to-be deleted YouTube channel slightly more, but he actually brought out a gun and threatened Marty and Schmecklecat with it. I don't know who that is. Cyraxx would also lose Tange Cat her job. I guess make her lose her job. In revenge, Marty would retaliate by pretending to send a knife to Tange Cat's doorstep. A troll named Lava started catfishing him and leaked his accounts, and the trolls spammed Cyraxx's channel with sub-bots, inflating his ego, then mass unsubscribe from his channel. This is a lot of effort to troll. Even the bedbugs fought against Cyraxx, hospitalizing him. Yeah, I guess he has bedbugs in his house. So that's that. Modern trolling. This is where Cyraxx starts to enter the mainstream lolcowdom, on par with Chris Chan and Daniel Larson. This is where the golden age of Cyraxx freakout started, and where he and his actions started getting archived, and where YouTube documentaries started being made. Yeah. I mean, look at all this. So it was Marty who rented an Airbnb across the street from Cyraxx and was, trolling him pretty hard the whole time. He didn't move there, like Chantal said. He just rented a place. And this is it, the Akron, Ohio beatdown. So Marty also goes by the name the King of Akron. It's not confusing enough, right? It started in February 2023, so not too long ago, when Marty got an Airbnb in Akron. Marty had shown up to Cyraxx's house many times before, but this time that's something to take note of. Marty had shown up to this guy's house many times before. Remember that. But this time he was there to stay for a while. Marty had told Cyraxx about this and teased Cyraxx about it, to which Cyraxx gave his slur-laden threats to try and ward Marty off. At first he threatened to beat Marty, then beat him with a tripod. Marty then released a YouTube short of him driving to Akron, arriving on March 3rd. Age restricted. Watch on YouTube. All right, so let's watch. This looks like a re-upload from another channel. Okay, so Music Biz Marty versus Cyraxx fight. March 3rd, 2023.
Come on.
I thought I told you went to the theater.
Come on. Come over.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so oh wow. Okay. All right. Just checking out the neighborhood here. So this is the house. It's King of Akron is Marty. So this is the house he's renting, just for however long. And so this is Marty in the red shirt, and he's coming out of the house, and Cyraxx came across the street, over to Marty. So I'll just watch that again.
Come on, Cyraxx. Come on.
I thought I told you went to the theater.
Come on. Come over.
Oh. Why?
Stupid motherfucker.
Why were you leaving alone? Why?
Why wouldn't you order?
Oh, yeah, we love you.
Bitch! Get the fuck out of here. Who's the king?
You are?
Then run away now. And shut the fuck up.
Fine. You win. You win. You win. Please let us go. I'm thanking you. Please.
Get the fuck out of here. Get up.
Okay, Marty's pants are falling down. So that was kind of just, this is the first time I've seen this. So that was kind of disturbing. So, I'm not, if it's not clear, I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know who these people are. Okay. I'm just reading a wiki. So take note, okay, of like Marty. Okay. We're concerned about Marty right now, AKA the King of Akron, music biz Marty. Okay. Let's focus on him for this moment. Get Cyraxx like kind of out of your mind for now.
Bitch.
Look at the thumbnail. Cyraxx versus Tony. I mean, this is a legend. Cyraxx banned off the internet. Cyraxx versus Marty. The complete story part 1, an hour long. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Okay. So it still goes on. I mean, that was in March, and look all the stuff that has happened since then. They're predicting that his grandmother's going to pass away, I guess. And I don't think Cyraxx works. It says that Sally owns the house and Cyraxx has no form of disposable income. I mean, disposable income and, income to pay a mortgage are two different things. So it says Cyraxx has been receiving trolling for 6 years, and people are saying that it's gotten a little boring, but they don't think it's getting old. I started watching all the body cam footage of Cyraxx, and it's all really entertaining. The main reason behind Cyraxx getting boring is the lack of sagas and trolling, due to Cyraxx starting to avoid Marty and the trolls and not being as active on YouTube or Kick. Okay, so here's, his progression through the years. And they list all their sources, which I love. Now, look at this. This is Music Biz Marty's YouTube page. This is his channel. Okay, Music Biz Marty. His handle is @Marty7045 if you want to find him. He's got about 5,800 subscribers. Now it's like, okay, we got some like little, whatever, right? Some, stuff. And then I look down here and look who's here. He says to Foodie Beauty, "I will punch you out too if you don't watch your step, lady." Now all this is her, like what we just listened to. That's it. And he doesn't make any commentary on it at all. Now the comments, like 33 seconds of her, defending Cyraxx. And this is Marty, the guy that like punched Cyraxx, the guy that made up fake record labels and signed him, and like this whole like long game trolling, right? So I usually sort by newest, but I'm going to sort by top comments here. So I never thought I would see you responding to Foodie Beauty, Marty. Like, they know who she is. She's hurting for views so bad at this point. She was repping Cyraxx pretty hard in this one even after everyone telling her about the kid touching and stuff. The kid touching. Karate Joe, Dragon Lord Frodo, and now Cyraxx. Chantal seems to really have a thing for kitty Dieters. And someone replied she is one. Someone said she needs to watch her mouth before she ends up being visited. This guy Marty, now I don't know where he lives normally, but he rented a house to be across from Cyraxx. And then antagonized him to the point, trolled him, whatever, right? Whatever. Until he came marching over to that house and got punched out. So it seems like Marty will go pretty far. Pretty far. She deserves it. You should go after her. 100,000%, 1,000,000%. I'm not going to count all those zeros. I'm a Goro World watcher for years now. Chantal has been a Cyraxx apologist for a long time. Marty, please go down the Chantal rabbit hole. She is vile. So not only did Marty post this, just like a 30-second of her defending Cyraxx, but now we have all of these people commenting like, yeah, go after her. And someone says, stop, this is too good. I don't want to get my hopes too high. She's defended PDF files for years, 100%. Please, Marty, please. The crossover I've been waiting for. Same on a lot of levels. She's not religious. She just wears that to hold back her 13 chins and to cover her bald head, her words, when she first went shopping for it. You were right about that. OMG, Marty, get Queen Heather after Foodie Beauty. Now, you guys might know who she is. I had to look her up. That's a whole other character. Foodie hates Heather. Please make this magic happen. Heather is like, she seems like another lolcow, really. Like, she just went live a week ago or so and deleted her channel. I guess she comes and goes, but she deletes her channel in the meantime. So you can't even enable notifications to know when she pops up again. I mean, it's insane. Worlds need to collide. I can't wait. Saga gets better and better. Is Heather still on YouTube? Oh, Seattle Sapphires, Glow Carb World. How's it going? So yeah, you guys probably know who she is. This woman is regarded. Oh, okay. I think I see what they're doing there. Replace the G with another letter, maybe. Does she not know how the law works? Marty was assaulted on his own property and used self-defense. That's why nothing happened. He was arrested for assaulting someone unprovoked on public property. Go see her now, Marty. She's foul. This will not end well for her. Marty is king. She forgot to mention Cyraxx came to Marty's house, and the people out front of his house were just holding a sign. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Cyraxx doesn't get that concept. You can't just beat people with a bat because they're on your sidewalk. That's not how life works. I'm sure Cyraxx will convince the justice system differently, though. She's known for defending PDF files. One of her mods was a convicted PDF file, and she still defended him. Foodie Beauty animal abuser, defund Pete's. Pete's is an absolute man-child and is honestly an even bigger lolcow than Chantal. Oh, I don't know about that. It's like the crossover I never knew I wanted. I mean, people are all in on this. All in. Cyraxx plays the keyboard better than her fake scammer husband. Foodie loves it when Salah plays with his organ one-handed. Oh, no. Well, it makes sense that she would protect a person like Cyraxx, considering the fact that she has done some pretty shitty things online, one of them being mocking school shootings and another abusing animals. Yeah. First, Karate Joe, a convicted PDF file, was her biggest supporter and mod. She fought to keep him around. Now Cyraxx, and the comments she made about kids and younger dudes, seems like she's in the same boat. She has exposed herself to minors before. That's how she got her channel taken down last year. And there might even be another incident that I don't know about. She moved from Canada to Kuwait to marry a professional Pokemon Go player and boils alive every day with her cats in a Kuwaiti apartment. Wow. Man, I literally never pull for one side or the other. It's legit just Marty doing God's work, but this chick has got to experience some get right. Wow. Marty, I'll even stack the odds against you. It and Cyraxx at the same time. Hell, even Romeo, but we'll hold off Nubs Miscruff, Queen Bee, because we want you to have a chance. She should be the next target. Oh my God. So that's that. And then we have this other one here. I will clobber Foodie Beauty with my fists. 7,300 views, streamed 18 hours ago. Then, so this is Marty.
I'll take the jazz music and the brothers and the ass knuckler gang, and I'll combine that with Foodie Beauty. So it's the best of both worlds. But I really don't know a whole lot about her. She said something earlier. She's, I guess, has a bone to pick or whatever. I don't really know how I feel about it. But like real talk, I know people are like looking for another fight. If Foodie Beauty agrees, I would totally engage in a fist fight with her. Even if she doesn't agree,
God, thank God I scrolled through and found this. Oh my God. Foodie Beauty, you're being challenged to a physical fight with music Biz Marty. I never thought anything close to that would come out of my mouth, but here we are. Here we are.
that con out.
That's his internet, by the way. So
She's, I guess, has a bone to pick or whatever. I don't really know how I feel about it. But like real talk, I know people are like looking for another fight. If Foodie Beauty agrees, I would totally engage in a fist fight with her. Even if she doesn't agree, that con out. People accuse me of being well. You know what? Here, I'll say people compliment me for being very selective with my opponent agenda. On my opponent's schedule, and yeah, like so. Like if Floyd Mayweather Jr. knew better than to challenge a grizzly bear to a fight. And that's how he stayed undefeated, and that's how he got all his bucks. Like, so, yeah, I mean, I will, I'll totally punch this woman in the face.
I have energy. Like, the more you do, the more you get.
Fucking, the fact that she's Muslim doesn't help her case either.
I never cut down non-Muslims. When have I cut down non-Muslims?
So let me tell you something about Muslims. They have this practice called bashabazi, where to avoid.
I've never heard that, and I'm kind of nervous about what's coming next. But hey, you what do they say? Because, the saying, like, you sleep with dogs, you're going to get fleas. But I don't want to use that analogy. I don't want to use that idiom because, I love my dogs and they don't have fleas. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't even know. I wish I could come up with a better one. But basically, when you're dealing with people like Chantal and, like, this is someone who goes after people like Chantal and Cyraxx. So they're going to be just as, so I got to take it all as it comes.
Breaking Allah's law by having sex with a woman premaritally, they will dress up young underage boys just to be on the right side of things. Like, explain to me what kind of culture does that. They're fucking repulsive people. People are the absolute worst.
Because all of you Christian people, many.
So I have heard of that practice in Afghanistan. Someone said it in the chat too. That's not an Islamic thing. That's some disturbing people, and that has nothing to do with Islam. So I'm sure if you watch my channel, I don't have to tell you that, but yeah.
Haters in religion is Christian, still showing hate and criticizing my wife, and she's new in Islam and still learning. And
I see what you did there, MD. I see what you did there. Well played.
Nobody's perfect, exactly.
Well played.
I fell down a rabbit hole with this Cyraxx guy. Ugh, the people who antagonize him are worse than him. I don't care what anyone says. So pathetic. Yeah, Cyraxx is a mess, but he's antagonized a lot. People he's got issues. He's autistic. Like, he's highly mentally unstable. People are disgusting. They make content out of, oh my God, guys.
Oh, thank you, Memphis Shay. Oh no, sorry. Well, I'll say thank you to that, and then I'll read something else in a little bit. So, not to be I'll just do that, and maybe people won't analyze it too much.
Did you see the rage? He got arrested. They called the cops on him. They're pieces of crap. I don't understand that culture of, oh, Volco. I hate that stuff. Don't even get me started. So.
Mm-hmm. Main door is locked. Here. Hey, I gotta be right back. I gotta figure out a cake emergency.
Did this guy just leave the So the chat's been interesting. It's strange seeing a lol cow defend another lol cow. Also, no ma'am, he's not autistic. Shaking my head. She knows nothing about him. That's not surprising. She's not ready for the cardiac stress Marty's about to put on her life. He isn't autistic, he's inbred. Oh my God. Courtney is going to love this. I don't know who that is. She will ramble after hearing a flimsy rumor. That's how she operates. Yep. All right. Was this guy coming back or what? She is a fat lover who marries guys to give them a green card. And before Rax asks for her nudes.
I'm here.
She fell down a side.
Pathetic. To get entertainment out of antagonizing someone with mental illness, and just don't even get me started on that. I don't know how people live with themselves doing that. His family people have a right to be on the internet. Why shouldn't he be on the internet? Why should he not be allowed on the internet? What does he do on the internet that bugs people? Please. People who bully.
These people are ruthless. Which, I guess I'm not surprised. But some of these comments are even worse than some chats. Oh my God.
Other people shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Yeah. It's not about ignoring haters. These are not my haters. I'm talking about something that's available on YouTube, on a platform I'm also on. I was like, why do people continue to antagonize this person over and over? This Biz Marty guy went to this Cyraxx's, went and moved across the street from him. What intention do you have by doing that? To antagonize him, to come at you, and then he punches him out, and they all have a good laugh at that. The cops do shit about it, do nothing about it. And then whenever they go to his house and Cyraxx attacks somebody because he's been pushed too far and he attacks them back, he gets charged. Everything about that situation is messed up. I don't even want to go down that, but I went down a rabbit hole on that, and that's my opinion about it. I can't stand people who bully people day in and day out, and that's all those people, Kiwi farmer people, do. They take people who are autistic, turn them into lol cows, push them too far, make entertainment out of it, and it's beyond disgusting. That's all I have to say. They need to ban people like that off social media. That's what I think. On his own property, Sweet Vintage. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you come to my house and you have been antagonizing me and bullying me, I would do exactly what he did.
Look at this chat. This is unbelievable. Someone mentioned castle doctrine. That is a thing. I don't know in Ohio, but basically, if someone comes onto your property coming for you, there are some laws in some state, and I don't even think it's like state. It's like even like I think county or town. It's like it's very specific. If you ever look it up, like it's you can't just say across the board that like, oh, I don't think you can. It's very specific. I looked into it at one point, not for myself, but for something else. And basically, if someone comes on your property, you have a right to, like, if you shoot them, okay. Like someone's coming at you and you grab your firearm and you take them down, you might be covered under castle doctrine, which is like defending your castle, essentially, where, you have an intruder and they don't have to show, it doesn't have to be necessarily like that they're going to, shoot you first. It doesn't even have to be that dramatic. The fact that they're on your property uninvited and seem to be somewhat of a threat, like you can take them out in some areas. So someone just mentioned that. And yeah, you go onto someone's property, like, you can defend yourself and your property, like you don't have to restrain them while you call the police. So, I mean, the names they're calling her are unbelievable. Like, I thought Girl World got pretty nasty, and they definitely can, but this is like next level. Like, she definitely doesn't want to invite this, but she did. And and you have to wonder, she's a troll herself. So like, did she intentionally do this? Oh, girl, you looking for attention? Kuwait is not beyond Marty's reach. Cyraxx is friends with FFG. There, I said it. I know nothing about that. This sounds like it goes way deeper than I could ever imagine. So you're bullying bullies right now because people are calling her a bully. She is. He's not autistic. He's a PDF file. Damn. Female dog. Can you get 4 words out without running out of breath?
Exactly. It's really too bad that he's not really, I don't want to say bright enough. Hi, Chris. To really get at them, like legally, but I'm sorry. Yeah, he needs to not engage too. He needs to just completely, I think people would be so like, what if he just did his stuff and ignored everybody, no matter what they do to him, That's what I'm doing. I'm just like work behind the scenes, that stuff. I've learned that the hard way because they use everything you say in retaliation and do as content. Like, it's like a whole thing. Nobody's deserving of being bullied at all, Shinobi. And they make reasons. They make reasons out of like dumb things. Like, they'll invade his one woman, like they tricked him into thinking he was dating this woman. And then he sent her nudes and she showed them to everybody and they were all laughing at him. How is that legal? How is that okay? Like, and they're not bigger pieces of than him. I'm sorry. No. Okay, Brandon, but that's not up to you. So what? You keep antagonizing him and bullying him and bullying him? You don't even have proof that happened. How do you have proof that even happened? And even then, so what? Let the law deal with it. Why do you have to go and keep antagonizing him so it makes it okay to show up at his house and assault him back? No, it doesn't. So it's hard for people on the spectrum to ignore things normally. Yeah, he's a very, very, very mentally disturbed person. And they target people like that. Yeah, it is messed up. It's disgusting.
Oh, they're using the Girl Zone's video. So the screenshot.
And they target people like that. Yeah, it is messed up. It's disgusting.
So, okay, so I just saw the screenshots from the convo with Cyraxx and the 14-year-old. That is disgusting and wrong. Why wasn't he arrested for that? and they, I think Girl World edited out the person. People were trying to tell you all the disgusting things he's done, and you blocked them. So that's what that was at the end of that. Why do you always stick up for these kinds of people? It's a good question.
Can't lose the lead. Push the dominion still. Stop. No limit. Poker, 5 cards stacked, 5 players.
Okay, so I guess this guy is waiting for his DoorDash. And here's me running to the door to let my dog out, trying to make it back in 10 seconds or less. This guy's like left a while ago. Oh, apparently she didn't go down the rabbit hole far enough. No mercy on Beauty now. It's crazy how the idiots that don't know anything about him always say he's disabled. After she puts her foot in her mouth, per usual. Yep. I bet she feels stupid now. I doubt it. This right here, she sees Cyraxx in herself and it disgusts her, so she has to defend Cyraxx to defend herself. Weird idiot logic. Tyrese Sneed does the same thing. I don't know who that is. I think we're back.
So what would I play for you for 8 minutes? Oh, here we go. Here's a good one, especially considering it's their birthday.
All right, so what do you guys think? Do you think Chantal did all of that on purpose to reignite her channel a little bit? I mean, they are legit trolls, like almost professional trolls. So do you think she did that on purpose? Because that could go on for, as we saw, years. Do you think that she just was talking out of her, you know what, just to have something to say? And she didn't know what she was talking about? I mean, that seems very likely. It could be a little of both. Who knows, you know? So very interested in what you guys think. Did you even know that this corner of YouTube existed? Did you already know about it? Let me know what you think below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.